Hey guys, it's Jane. This is my first time filming a Goodwill haul. I have seen so many people doing this lately, and I just figured, why not give it a shot? So, a lot of you know, I like to, go thrifting and go to antique shops and things like that as kind of like a hobby. But in addition to that, I also, for the last couple of years, have been doing like a side gig of just kind of reselling some of the things that I find. And, it's not crazy lucrative. I mean, I'm not doing it, like I said, I'm not doing it full time. It's just kind of a hobby. But I've made, a decent amount of money, doing that. So, but mainly it's just something that I enjoy, just to find the things that I find and research them and learn more about them. I just love, I love vintage things, I love old things, and to be able to go in a store and not know what you're going to find is pretty exciting for me. So yeah, so today I'm just going to show you my haul from a trip that I made yesterday. And this is at the Goodwill on West Street in Annapolis. So, yeah, so let's get started. So, the first thing that I noticed were these mugs. Mugs typically do pretty good for me, because they're usually priced around 50 cents a piece, depending on the brand. But, depending on what they are, they can sell for a nice profit. So these two blue mugs with the flowers here are one of the first things that I found yesterday, and I noticed that they were IKEA brand, and I researched those, and those were 50 cents a piece, and I looked those up, and come to find that this specific pattern of mugs can sell for close to $40 for a set of two. So that was a good deal. And they kind of remind me of like the old style, like that cobalt style, of some of the vintage pieces that you'll find. And then another mug that I found, this was just because I thought it was cute. It's like just a little black cat mug. Again, I paid 50 cents for that. But that's more modern. You can find those on Amazon, things like that, but they sell for like $18. This mug I bought for myself, because I'm, a lot of you guys know I have like a Coca-Cola kitchen, so I collect certain Coca-Cola things, and I just thought that was a cool mug, so I'm going to be keeping that one. My dad really liked Coca-Cola too. I think that's kind of what started my collection. Was he had like a few modern vintage pieces. Like he had a straw holder that looked like it was from the 50s, and he had like a napkin holder and stuff. So I've just kind of been picking up more pieces as I find them, and now I essentially have a Coca-Cola kitchen. So that's pretty cool. Next we have this little rooster creamer. It doesn't have any kind of mark on it, but I could tell it had a little bit of age to it. And that was only 50 cents. So I bought it, just thinking I could look it up later. But when I did the research, it comes up that it was a creamer from this brand, I think it's Andrea Sandak, and they can sell for, $8 to $10. So that's a good deal for 50 cents. These were interesting because these all came in this little Mickey Mouse Ziploc bag. I was kind of looking around on the shelf, and I saw just kind of this, and I was like, what is that yellow poking through there? So I looked, and it was this entire set of like these little cornware pieces, which I recognized to be Rosemead. which is a vintage brand. Sorry, my camera's a little fuzzy there. But yeah, so you can see they have like these little stickers on here that say Rosemead, and they do like a whole line of cornware pieces, which I think are pretty neat. For the whole bag, I paid $3 for this, and then when I got home to kind of research them, I find it's better to kind of break them up, break the set up, which I don't typically like to break it up, but it's more profitable that way. And the salt and pepper shakers alone go for about $10. And then you have the sugar and the creamer, and those can go for about $20 for that set. And then this one I thought was interesting because they're calling this online, they're calling this an ashtray, but I'm more willing to think that it's a spoon rest. And it doesn't seem like anybody has sold them, but it also seems like it's kind of a rarer piece of Rosemead. So there is one online now they're currently asking $45 for just this piece, which I thought was interesting. Which I probably wouldn't try to sell it for that much because honestly the economy is kind of in the tank right now. So, you know, reselling in general has been a struggle for a lot of people right now because, you know, people don't have the money to be spending on stuff. But nevertheless, I still enjoy doing it. And then we have these two, which for the longest time, it took me a while to figure out what was going on with these. But apparently these are not a part of the cornware set. They are Rosemead, but they're called tulips, so they're the tulip set. So this is a little mini sugar and creamer, and these actually ended up looking like they're going to be the most profitable of all those pieces, because this little set here can go for close to $50. So that was a really good deal. All that for $3 for sure. Next, I found this little plaque, which I recognized immediately as Holly Hobby, which is a little bit before my time, but I've seen pieces like this before in different family members' homes and things like that, and I just think they're really sweet. This is just a plaque. I paid a couple of bucks for this, and it's from the 70s, but you can see it says "Mother is another name for love," and I just thought that was really sweet. Might be something nice to resell for Mother's Day, or you know, if somebody wanted to give it for like a birthday for their mom or something like that. I thought that was really sweet. Those can go for around, you know, $8 to $10. Not a huge profit, but it was cute nonetheless. These two I was pretty excited about because I recognized them immediately. These salt and pepper shakers here, these are Lennox brand. You can see the mark there. And they have a ton of different types of salt and pepper shakers. This, I believe, is called the Miramar pattern. And they've got like this little silverish gold band around the top there. And they have their stoppers. And they're in great condition. There's no like chips or anything like that. Those can go for around $14, and I actually only paid $3 for the set, which is a little bit higher than I like to spend, but it's Lennox, so I figured why not. And then these, I only paid $1 for this set here, and I recognize them to be a brand called Belique, which usually you can tell if it's Belique because they have these little shamrocks on them. And they are basically Irish-made porcelain. And these salt and pepper shakers, one of them, well, both of them, their stoppers really aren't working. One of them, it's got it stuck inside there, so I'm going to have to do some finagling to get that out. But Nevertheless, they're desirable, and they can sell, this set can sell for close to 40, because Balik is a desired brand. So I thought that was awesome. Let's see what next to talk about. This back here was an exciting find for me because I have never found a refrigerator dish in my years of reselling that I've done so far, but yesterday was a really good day, and I immediately recognized this as Fire King, which, let me turn it over so you can see the mark there. You can see the Fire King mark on the bottom. I didn't realize until I got home that the top doesn't go with this. It's a different color. I don't know if you can tell that. The bottom piece, the Fire King piece, is like a bluish glass, and the top piece is more of a clear. And also unfortunately I didn't notice when I purchased it that it's got a little bit of chipping on the top, the lid. There's no chips or cracks or anything in the actual container, but I was bummed out a little bit by the fact that the top had some damage. And again, this isn't really a big profitable piece, but I just thought it was neat to find. I paid $2 for that, and they typically go for around 10 to 12. So, no big deal there. Let's see. Another one that I am going to end up keeping is this Anchor Hocking deviled egg plate. It's really beautiful. It's a milk glass, a vintage milk glass deviled egg plate, and it's got this gold trim around the edge, and I can just recognize Anchor Hocking. A lot of Anchor Hocking pieces don't have a mark, but I've been around it so much that I tend to recognize it when I see it. I had one of these, I had one like this last year, but I ended up reselling it, and then this year I came to find that I needed a deviled egg plate. I didn't have one, because I enjoy making deviled eggs, and especially around Easter time and the holidays, and I just thought it would be nice to get something to display those in a more pretty way. So originally I found a deviled egg plate at this place in oh gosh, what is it called? Well, it's more like South County, and it's a consignment shop in South County. Sorry, that's my dog. Hi, Charlie. Say hi. He's trying to play with me, and I'm trying to make a video here, kiddo. So yeah, so I found a deviled egg plate at this other place called Second Wind Consignments in South County, but it was a clear plate, and it was really nice, but unfortunately when I got home I realized that it had a big crack in the middle. So I had been on the hunt for another one ever since, so I came across this one yesterday. So this one I paid $4 for that. I paid up a little bit because I knew I was going to be keeping it, so I didn't have a problem there. Next I will talk about, which some of you would probably recognize these because this is such a popular brand, is these Ray Dunn bowls, these pet bowls. I paid $3 a piece for these, which again is a little bit more steep than I like to pay per item, but Ray Dunn is so popular that I didn't mind. These are Halloween themed, so you have Lick or Treat, and then you have Scary Cute, which I thought was cool. I'll probably wait until like around Halloween time to try to resell those, because when I was looking for pricing online, they typically sell for like around $15 a piece, but those resale prices were not around Halloween, so I think I might be able to make a little bit more money for Halloween time. Same with this little cat mug here. I think I might wait for Halloween to resell that. let's see. Next up, this, I typically don't pick things up like this, but I just thought this was really neat, and then when I was researching it, it does come up with a decent profit. It's all leather, and it's like this embossed map of Argentina. It's like you hang it up on the wall. I don't know why my camera's being so blurry. Sorry, guys. But anyway, you hang it up on the wall. It's just kind of like a souvenir piece. I paid $3 for that, and I really wouldn't typically pick up something like this, but then when I was researching, they can sell for, you know, $20 to $30, which I thought was cool. So why not? Another piece that I'm going to end up keeping is this lamp, this milk glass lamp. Hold on, let me try and see if I can get the camera to stop being blurry. 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can't really get it to stop being blurry. I think it's because of how dark it is in here. Because again, obviously this is my first video, so I'm not very experienced. But anyway, this is another item that I'm going to end up keeping for myself. And funnily enough, I didn't pick this up yesterday, but I saw it yesterday and I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I ran out and got it today. It's just a sweet little milk glass vintage lamp. It's not terribly old, and the reason I say that is because you can tell from like the age of the cord, which that's not the only reason, because you know typically you can get things like this rewired. But too, when I was looking at the hardware, I could tell that that wasn't terribly old. Still vintage though, but I just thought it was really sweet, and it's got these little hand-painted pink flowers on it. And I'm probably just going to put that on my bedside table. But I paid $8 for that, and these, I mean, this one's not really too special. You can find them where they're like a specific brand of glass, you know, like a Fenton lamp or something like that. But this glass isn't marked, and it's not anything special. It's just a milk glass, generic milk glass. So something like this would probably sell for $25 to $40. But I just thought it was really nice. And then I think we've only got, yeah, 2 more items to talk about, which are actually going to end up being my most exciting finds. So this here, let me get the sticker off. This here, I paid 50 cents for this, and I was really excited when I found it because I could tell it was like one of the real deal antique flow blue plates. It just has that weight to it, and just the marks on it and the design of it, you can kind of tell that it's old. Flip it on the back here, and you see like it's got all these crazing marks, which indicate a pretty good amount of age. But one of the things I thought was really sweet was when I flipped it over, it's got this little note that says Johnny from Grandma, which I thought was really sweet. But so it's got this mark here which is blurry, and I was trying to research that and I couldn't come up with a lot at first, but then somebody in a Facebook group that I'm a part of pointed out to me that is it says Lugano. So it's a Lugano flow blue plate, and those, depending on the market, you're looking at $30 to $60 for just one plate. This is around early 1900s. This is around like 1912 or so. And so this is like, it's a Ridgeway brand, Lugano, and yeah, it's definitely one of the real deal ones. You'll find a lot of these are like reproductions, you know, because Flow Blue is so popular, just that cobalt against the white. You'll find a lot that people have remade that a lot, but I could definitely tell that was one of the original ones. So yeah, so 30 to 60 bucks on a 50-cent plate, definitely not bad. And then the last thing I picked up, which again, I really don't go for this stuff usually because, you know, I like the antiques and the ceramic and things like that, but I picked this up just because it is Swarovski, and I just wanted to research it, see what was going on with it. There's nothing inside, but let me see if I can open it. One second. So yeah, so I opened it up, and there's nothing in there, obviously, but it's in really nice condition, like pretty much brand new condition. It's even got the little pamphlet that it comes with, and because it's Swarovski, I figured I would look it up. It's even got like the little plastic protectors on the zippers here, and the plastic on the front. So I mean, it's in brand new condition, and it's got Swarovski crystals on the front here. But so I looked it up, and it's a jewelry case. It's a portable jewelry case that you can store your Swarovski jewelry in. It's got this nice like blue velvety material here. I paid $3 for that, and those can actually go for about $60 in the condition that this is in. So I thought that was really nice. So yeah, so that is what I picked up yesterday, and really my trips to Goodwill and things like that, they're not consistent. They're not like, you know, I don't go a specific amount of times a month or anything like that, because again, this is just kind of a hobby for me. And plus, you know, my husband, I don't think, would appreciate me spending too much money as of now, because I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not doing this as like a actual job. A lot of people, you know, like on YouTube and things like that, can really make a successful living doing something like this, but I'm still too new to really be able to do that. And I like, you know, I like my current job. I'm a, if you don't know, I work at a special needs school as an assistant teacher, and so this is just something I do for fun. But yeah, some people can really make a good amount of money doing that kind of thing. So anyway, I just wanted to share kind of my hobby and show you what I picked up, and hopefully you enjoyed this despite the lack of lighting and the fuzziness of the camera, and my little fur dog here making noise. Say hi, Charlie. Say hi. Hi, buddy. So yeah, so that is it for this video, and I'll be posting these on eBay, you know, as I have time. If anybody that knows me sees anything that you're interested in, you can always reach out to me. Otherwise, I am going to be putting these on eBay, and we'll see how that goes. So, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.